in this question, an unbiased dice is thrown and we have to find the probability of getting the following numbers. So the first one we have is finding the probability of an even number. Let's first see what probability is. So probability is equal to favorable outcome outcomes upon total outcomes. So, in the case of a single die, total number of outcomes will always be equal to total outcomes will always be equal to 6. It can be 1, it can be 2, 3, 4 or 5 or 6 and not anything else that. So in the first part, that is probability of getting an even number, we have to see what are our favorable outcomes. So even number could be 2, 4 or 6. So there are total 3 favorable outcomes. So our probability will be equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, which is equal to 3 by 6, and we cancel it, we get 1 by 2. So probability is half. Let's move to the second part, which says probability of a multiple of 3. Let's see. Let's start the question. Second. So the number which are multiple of 3 are 3 or 6. So total favorable outcome is equal to 2. So the probability will be equal to favorable outcome upon total outcome, that is equal to 2 upon 6, and when we cancel it, we get 1 by 3. So this is our probability of second part. Let's move to the third part, which is probability of an even number or a multiple of 3. So a number can be an even number or it can be a multiple of 3 or it can be both. So let's see. So first let's write all the even numbers, that is 2, 4 and 6. Apart from this, we have to write all the multiples of 3. So there is 3 and 6. 6 we already have here. So total favorable outcomes is 4. So probability will be equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, and this will be equal to 4 upon 6. When we cancel it, we get 2 into 2, 4, and 2 into 3 is 6, which is equal to 2 by 3. Let's move to the next part. It says an even number and a multiple of 3. Here we can see that the difference is just that here we have or, and in this case we have and. Let's see what is the difference in this. When we have or, the condition for a favorable outcome is that it can be an even number or it can be a multiple of 3. But in the case of and, it has to be both. It should be a multiple of 3 as well as it should be an even number. So we have only 6 is such a number which is a multiple of 3 and also an even number. So our favorable outcome is only 1. So probability would be equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcome. So this will be equal to 1 by 6. So this is our probability of 4. Let's move to the fifth part, which says a number 3 or 4. So the favorable outcome in this case is just 3 or the number 4. Fifth part, 3 and 4, 3 or 4. So there are 2 favorable outcomes. So probability would be equal to 2 by 6, and when we cancel it, we get 1 by 3. Let's move to the 6th part of this question, which says an odd number. Let's see. 6th part. So there is 1, there is 3, there is 5. So these 3 are the odd numbers. So when we find the probability, we get 3 by 6. These are total 3, which is equal to 1 by 2. This will cancel each other. Get 1 by 2 as our probability. Let's move to the 7th part of this question, which says a number that is less than 5. Okay, so what is the probability of getting a number which is less than 5? Let's see. So numbers which are less than 5 are 1, 2, 3, 4. So total favorable outcome is equal to 4. So probability would be equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, that is 4 by 6, and when we cancel it, we get 2 by 3. So probability would be equal to 2 by 3. Let's move to the next part, which is a number greater than 3. Okay, let's see. This is our 8th part. So the numbers greater than 3 are 4, 5 and 6. So total favorable outcome is equal to 3. So our probability would be equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, that is equal to 3 by 6, and when we cancel it, we get 1 by 2. So this is the probability of our 8th part. Let's move to the 9th part of this question, which is a number between 3 and 6. Okay. So first we'll see how many numbers are there between 3 and 6. 9th part is just 4 and 5, just 2 numbers. So probability is equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. Our favorable outcomes are just 2 and our total outcomes are 6. So when we cancel it, we get 1 by 3. So this is our probability of the last part. So this is the complete question. Thank you.